Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ender Magnolia. We are still in Central Stratum. However, last time we made some significant progress, despite not really moving very far. We defeated, I suppose technically encountered for the second time Gilroy, who might or might not be the final boss, or, you know, big bad of the game. Although, I mean, we're definitely gonna have another confrontation with him. An actually decisive one. But if the actual endgame is going to take place all the way at the bottom, instead of all the way at the top in the upper city, in the upper stratum, instead down, here, past this barrier, then it might not have anything to do with Gilroy, or anyone we've met so far. Anyway, we defeated him, and unlocked access to two new areas, the Steel District, so Factory District plus Arena, apparently, and then the Sorcerer's Academy. Sorcerer's Academy. And I said last time that I didn't really know anything about it, but of course Lilac is supposed to be from there, and that's also, of course, the likeliest place to find Lilia, who, you know, finding her should be Lilac's top priority, I would say. So role-playing wise, actually, it would make more sense to go there, I suppose, because we don't really have any particular reason to go to the Steel District. So maybe I'll change my mind and go to the Academy first. Also, just before this recording session, I actually spent some time refighting previous bosses. Crazy, I know. In fact, I defeated every single boss again from this menu. Some of them I had to try a couple of times. I actually one-shot Gilroy on the second attempt, which isn't too surprising considering I had a lot of practice, I guess, defeating him. Plus, we actually have the Tuner's Art, our special super skills unlocked now, so that helped a little bit, I guess. I also defeated Lars on the first attempt. King of Garbage Heap actually took me like 3 attempts or so. I didn't really remember much about the fight, to be honest. I really think, did I just one-shot it and never really get a good chance to learn all his moves and everything? Or maybe I didn't one-shot the first phase, but then I defeated the second phase, the actual Wrecking Ball phase, and then the little Dung Beetle Ball phase, I suppose, all on the first attempt, so I never had to attempt that, you know, more than once. VL, of course, gave me a lot of trouble at first, but actually went down pretty easily. Shackled Beast took a couple of attempts, because I didn't really remember most of his moves anymore. Garm took a while, surprisingly, and I think mostly because I was just, you know, overly reliant now on my parry move, which of course I didn't have at the time. In fact, I didn't have that for basically all of these. Or I hadn't been using it. So, I was maybe too insistent on parrying more attacks than I maybe should have. Yolvan was also, well, actually wasn't nearly as bad. Took a couple of attempts, and then Leto is just pretty pathetic, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. Anyway, I don't know why I went into so much detail. I just wanted to reminisce, I suppose. Well, the main point is, of course, that doing that gave me a bunch of fragments. Not quite as many, maybe, as I would have expected. Also, it doesn't really show you how many you get. You have to just remember how many you had, I suppose. And I figured out by defeating Gilroy a third time that he actually gives you 800 exactly. So I was at 8,080, now I'm at 8,880, which is perfect because that allows me to buy this for future use. I am gonna use the red one, the red mantle, for the time being, because I obviously haven't really had a good chance to look at it, but I am eventually gonna change to this one. And we also have enough to unlock one of these. And yeah, that's just Joran, who really does not look as old as maybe he's supposed to be. I mean, I don't know how old he's supposed to be fair. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to say sometimes with anime-style character designs. And I'm guessing that Heath and Yarrow are probably like, you know, they're in training, right? Or they're, I don't know what their official status is, but they're maybe like 18, 19 or something like that. And he's their senior, maybe 30 or so. I suppose that seems about right. Anyway, right. I suppose with that we can actually start playing the game. By which I mean, well, yeah, just head over to the academy, I suppose. Doesn't seem like there's anything for us to do here. Do I have the right things equipped? I think so. Yeah, I actually was fighting those, or refighting those bosses, all with my exploration gear equipped, because I was too lazy to change, and it was fine, you know. Could have min-maxed more, I suppose. Or improved my odds. Maybe struggled a bit less with some of those, but overall they went alright, considering it's been a hot minute since I fought most of them. Anyway. This thing sure moves fast. I guess it's useful if you need to move a lot of people or goods. I remember it being used to move rations and arcane instruments produced at the factory. Oh, this is amazing! Huh? What is? Such innocence. However, this is no different from the lift. So you say, but aren't you even a little scared? We're almost there. No comment. It always felt odd that a homunculus was put in charge. You talking about Gilroy? Or was a homunculus also put in charge specifically of the academy? Which looks a bit overgrown with something? I don't know if that's normal. But it looks like just, oh hey, new enemy types. Should probably be focusing at least a little bit on those. Oh, crash please. Oh, well, at least we got some scrap out of it. Yeah, at least the overgrowth seems like just normal plant roots and not some sort of fleshy vines or something. Oh hey. What are you? Oh, well, you look a lot more intimidating than you really are, because like most enemies you stagger just fine. And of course, this being the Sorcerer's Academy, we're dealing with these teleportation shenanigans again. That being said, hold on. Did I miss something? Oh, wait. Yes, I did. So we can't just climb up here. Yeah, okay. Are you friendly? You are. Okay. Some items up there. I guess here we need to fall and then... Oh, okay. We don't even need to interact with these. With this type of... Oh, hello there. This type of portal. These you just have to touch. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That one down there, I suppose we have to manually use. Hello. Lilac, you are alive! Ah, so I did come from here. I suppose, I mean... We knew that, basically, right? Where else would she have come from? You know me? That uniform. It is from Miss Luisich? That's probably not how you pronounce that. But I don't know any better, so Luisich, sure. I mean, technically, well, I suppose the uniform she's wearing underneath the mantle, yeah. That is described as an academy uniform, I believe, so, yeah. Miss Luisich, Academy's finest, evacuating students, beware. Huh? Can you take us to her? Miss Luisich, error, caution, dangerous. Oh, did she mutate? Priority, rescue, occupied. Okay. Not super helpful, but thanks, I guess. Oh, hey, that brought me here. Which I guess is good, because otherwise we would have been trapped in that compartment down there. Can we just make it crash? We absolutely can, but of course he didn't die from that height. That's fine. Ooh, we got grappling points outside there. Interesting. I didn't notice any grappling points on the way over here, so I don't know if I missed any there. I guess it's possible. Ah, yeah. Or we could actually drop down the outside. Oh, hey, I did not realize there was no door there. Although that makes perfect sense. Could you come here, please? Yep. That would do it. Should probably also heal. Right, those things can be destroyed. Hold on a second. Right, we got teleported here. Oh, I think... Wait, I think I might see... I want to see where that... Where that teleport there gets us. Ah, in here. We need to get... below. We might actually just... The map might show it. No, then it doesn't. Unless this warp just moves us to the side into this thing here, from where we can then break through those floors. But first, this sends us upwards. Well, this sends us here, okay, allowing us to open that. I wonder... I mean, it looks like that one below. If I had taken that one instead, that would have just put me over here, awkwardly on the wrong side of the door. So we couldn't have opened it there. Cheese. Unnecessary, but always fun. Nice. It looks like that one is probably gonna transport me through the wall and on the other side there, where we can then hit the lever and something, and this one. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Wait, that puts me back here. Weird. I guess that would have been a reset if I had accidentally just teleported here. Well, I mean, no. All that would be different is this door not being open. Weird. So then we have to take this one, which puts us here, as expected. Awkward. Why did I jump? I should have just dropped. I was trying to parry, by the way, which unfortunately you are not allowed to do while on the wall. Okay, anyway, that opened that. And this is gonna send us down. Oh, wait. Oh, all the way down. Fascinating. But that also unlocks a shortcut back up. Okay. Man, this is a... this is a complicated place to navigate. So... Wait, did I ever use that one? Surely I did, but I already forgot. Or did I? Wait. Yeah, I just don't remember, I guess. We hadn't been up here, apparently. Hello? This academy houses a sorcery tower for research, a garden, and dormitories. It's a complex something or other. Well, it is certainly complex. Complex... Oh, a complex tailored to sorcerers, yes. A complex complex. Complicated complex. Can we jump up there? No. That's just the edge of the map. Obviously there is also a lot... Well, maybe not a lot, but there's definitely something going on over this way. For now, though, I'm just gonna drop straight down. Back here to remind myself if I ever did drop down here. I might not have. Ah yeah, I didn't, because that does indeed send me into this section, finally. Okay, okay. That's the one thing we were missing. 1,200 materials. Wow, okay. That is generous. Can we not climb back out, really? Well, I suppose we could with the jump height enhancer. Because that was barely not makeable. I never collected those things, even though it seems like we should have easily had access to that. Well, I guess I... Oh yeah, I opened the door with the lever above. And this is... Wait, no, that is still... No, that is open. Wait, this is not what we wanted to use. Okay, yeah. The fact that these only point you in a vague direction, but you have no idea how far they go, certainly doesn't exactly help with navigation. So where do we want to go? I suppose... Wait. Back here? No. Maybe use that one again? How did we get in here? Well. Okay. Wait. Yeah, that would do it. I should have used the other one, but whatever. Okay, so now we can finally get this stuff. A relic. Bloodstained stuffed toy. Reduces damage taken from enemies by 25% when inflicted with the blaze, freeze, or shock status effects. Okay, so take less damage while under the effect of a status ailment. Fair enough, but yeah, not really something I see myself using. A toy imbued with protective magic. It was often seen in the company of one of the Academy's students, but its owner's whereabouts are unknown. How did it end up in that fancy chest? Who knows? Okay, anyway, that should conclude... Yeah, that should definitely conclude collecting everything inside this tower structure. Wait. I want to use this one. Right. And now I suppose we start exploring over here. Charm fragment. Does not complete the map. There was a grappling point somewhere. Okay, but there's also some sort of platform below here. Okay, good. Also another enemy. Hello. And we haven't used grappling in a while. Right, we can, of course, also climb on the outside of the tower. Interesting, so since the map is not considered cleared, but it looks like we've been close enough to the exit here to unlock that. That might mean that there's just something all the way up there somehow. Which is interesting for sure. The problem is, though, that we can't really get back up. Well, actually, I suppose this is a decent way to get back up. Yeah, that would do it. And use this again. I guess we climb as high up as we possibly can and then just YOLO jump across and see if we can see anything at all. Oh, well, there is certainly something, but that's very out of reach. Something here as well. Huh. I wonder if I had actually done a running jump instead, like a charging jump. I mean, obviously, even that would not be enough. I was hoping to maybe see a grappling point just within reach, but I didn't see anything, so I guess I'll try the charge just to see if that even gets me significantly farther, which it might not. I mean, this is already plenty of distance. Yeah, no grappling points anywhere, and then we're just out of air mobility, so yeah, not something we can reach for now. Wait, whatever. I should have just used the other one. Okay. That's as much as we can do here for the time being. Although, we can climb up here, just to fill in this little corner. Oh, hi. Eliza. What's wrong? The homunculi at the academy have turned mutant. We have lost a great many students. No. If only we could have arrived here sooner. Well, yeah. I have saved as many as I could, and brought them here. However, there remain 6 students further ahead that I have not been able to reach. There is word that Professor Eliza, one of our faculty, saved one, but she has yet to report. Please be careful. Okay. So 6 students and this Eliza, I guess, is who we're supposed to find. Please let them know it is safe here. Tell them they can reach me. Tell them they can reach me. Isabel. Okay. And please be careful. Professor Eliza has not been heard from since her rescue attempt. Are you suggesting that Eliza herself might pose a threat? Equip relics? Oh yeah, we did get this thing. Yeah, it's unfortunately... I mean, yeah, it's 25% damage reduction, sure, but... 3 points? Only while you're affected by a status of ailment? I don't know, man. Doesn't really seem worth it to me. Anything new? Or are you just gonna repeat what you said? 6 of our students have yet to be retrieved. Please help them. Okay. I suppose that's our sub-quest for this zone. Wait. This room is not considered cleared? Interesting. Why would that be? Why would that be? I suppose maybe completing this quest, this side quest, if it's not even required to even progress through the zone, is considered, I don't know, something to be completed on that screen. The Sorcerer's Academy is an institution dedicated to nurturing sorcerers. Yeah, you don't say. What else? We welcome all with the potential for magic. Oh, really? All, huh? With the potential for magic and enough money, or actually all? Oh, this looks a bit suspicious, although... I don't know, maybe not. Whoa. Gosh, a little bit too late for that one. Okay, so we got Sorcerer Homunculi with different types of magical abilities. Oh, okay. Some of them can teleport, okay. Oh, okay. Yet another new type. Fascinating. Thankfully those are squishy though. Oh, this is gigantic, actually. One of the biggest rooms, if not the single biggest room we've encountered so far. Okay, we got a switch there, we got a door there. Okay, this is also closed, but it does go further down. Are you a student to be saved? You definitely look alive, so probably. Okay, we got another one of you guys. Who again, staggered just so easily. I'm almost a bit sorry, but I mean... that's how it is. You know what, I forgot that that's not a portal that activates automatically, so I could have just safely walked over there. But also, parrying them is actually a lot of fun. And at least with those particular ones, very easy to do as well. What are you? I think that was just a Chandelier, not an enemy, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Okay, we'll somehow, yeah, I think we'll end up in that little room there and be able to open that. Which is honestly a little bit pointless. Seems like that teleport there is going to get us there. This one might get us into this room. It does. Nice. Oh, and that just resets. Okay, so that was also pointless. Oh boy. Should I just kept going across? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I want to explore everything eventually. Didn't quite reach. That's okay. Nice. Well, I mean, I suppose we might as well confirm that, yep, that does indeed get us here, and there is absolutely nothing inside this room, so that's just a reset. The door and switch might as well not exist. Oh, I thought we had taken this one before. Wait, we had, actually. Oh boy. Had we used this one? No, because that just randomly goes all the way across here. Ugh. Whoa, hey there. Was there a knight here a second ago? I could have sworn there was an enemy right here. Or did I see that one up there? I don't know. Okay. Their attacks were unfortunately a little bit asynchronous. Oh, hey, also didn't realize they would set me on fire. Okay. I have to break through that from above. How are we gonna open this? I suppose... No, wait, there is no switch visible anywhere. So maybe this switch over here is gonna open both these doors? Where do you go again? Up here. Right. I think I might not have used this one yet. Wait. Okay. If I had fallen, that would have just... Oh, that actually would have also been good, potentially. Well, we're here now. Oh, maybe this opens the door below? No? It opens the door above. Okay, so from the very beginning of the room, we can now go through there and collect that treasure. Also, open this up. Okay. So we do this again, and we do this again, except this time we actually hop into the teleport, and then we miss that teleport on purpose, so we end up here. And we'll see if this actually does open both. It does. Okay, good. So, first student rescued. Professor Isabel? Thanks. Yes. You're welcome. Awesome. 1 out of 6, or I suppose 1 out of 5, because the 6th one presumably is going to be with this Eliza person, who might or might not be someone we need to fight. Oh, did I not? I did not. Apparently. We could write this down, but I'd say we stay in this room here for the time being and try to clear as much of it as possible. Okay, presumably that switch over there is going to open this door. Not really sure who came up with this, with that design, because, you know, putting a switch to a door on the opposite side of a wall that's not directly connected seems a bit impractical, I don't know. I'm sure they have their reasons. Okay. Warning, no running in the hallways. Unruly behavior will be reported. Oh no. Not reported. Wait. Can we do something? Little hiccup there. Wait. Ugh. Oh god, awkward. I cannot double jump. No, I cannot. Wait. Clearly I'm not supposed to do anything like I'm trying to do here, but that's never stopped me before. Yeah, I cannot double jump again. after hopping up off the corner like that. Actually, no, I can. Oh, but as soon as I touch the slope of the roof, I start sliding. Okay, hold on. I can probably not do anything here, but... Oh, I actually did, though. I actually did. And does this do anything for me at all? Hard to say. I definitely cannot climb up there. Surely there's got to be something worthwhile up here. Well, there are enemies, which definitely suggests that I was expected to, you know, be able to make it up here. Wait. Well, I suppose charging would have maybe helped, but also wasn't necessary. Oh, hey, well, we very much needed to be up here. Which does raise the question how we were actually supposed to make it here. Oh, probably just jump up here, yeah. We totally just should have climbed that way. That would have been so much easier. Thank goodness. Are the faculty still conducting rescues? Well, one of them, I suppose. One of the members. Yeah, we cannot quite make it up there. Of course, I also don't see anything on top of that particular roof. Maybe there's nothing there. I guess we'll know once we've been everywhere else if the room clears. Relic, Sorcerer's Gauntlet. Increase the intensity of status effects inflicted on enemies by 20% when attacking. Wait, isn't that exactly what we already had? An ancient gauntlet that was once held by the Sorcerer's Academy, gifted by House Frost, that is an ominous artifact, said to be made using resources found in the Land of Origin. Okay, what? How's that different from the one that we had? Because it's worded in the same weird way. Yeah, we have these. Survey Team Gauntlet. Oh. This is just twice as good. For more than twice the cost. Increase the intensity of status effects inflicted on enemies when attacking. Yeah, it's literally the same thing, just double the effect. And I still don't know what they actually mean by that. When attacking. Increase the intensity of status effects inflicted on enemies by 20% when attacking. So, yeah, I don't know. Not really sure how to interpret that. Either way, status effects... I mean, the status effects themselves, I mostly rely on status effects insofar that I do at all to, you know, in order to inflict more damage on my enemies while those effects are active, and not primarily for the effects themselves. If I had a way to more reliably shock enemies, for example, I could see myself making more use of that. Because that seems like a nice one. Reducing enemy damage and increasing damage taken. Yeah. Okay, so we weren't able to do anything more from this side. This one needs to be open from the other side. For this one we need to teleport into this chamber here. So we can break that and hit that switch and free this pupil in here. The student. But I'm pretty sure we've been everywhere on this side, at least. So, yeah, moving forward, and I suppose downward here. But we hadn't gone before. Oh, hey, I didn't expect this to go quite so deep. Also, yikes. Hold on. Don't know how I messed up the second parry there. Level 38 though, nice. Oh, there are grapple points here. Okay. Wait, how do you attack? That's just, okay. Forward cone attack, I suppose. Whoa, hey, I hadn't actually really seen you attack before. So I always just did this instead. Oh, okay, well. I guess you aren't completely harmless. Fair enough. Didn't think you were. Okay. Alright, we cannot access this from this side at all. Except that's gonna get us inside. Yep. Okay, finally connecting through like that. We had not been up there either. But now we are in here. Okay, try to be a little bit careful. We're too close to the ground. Not even taking any fall damage, and that was unfortunately a bit too far. How do we actually get in there then? It's gotta be from somewhere on the left side here, so... Oh wait, the two, this one goes up. Maybe I didn't try this one? Yeah, it's gotta be, well... No, that one just goes back out. Interesting. There are no other warps here. But this one just goes too far. And this one is clearly indicated, yeah, as being, you know, needing to be broken from above. It's not like there's another type of growth that we need to break with some sort of uppercut move that we don't have yet. So there's gotta be a way to teleport into that room. But this warp goes over here. I mean, I suppose there could be just a really long teleport from all the way over here somewhere that deposits in there. Guess that's gotta be the case. Okay, that goes back here. Of course, I'm a little bit worried about my health right now, but oh well. Oh. What? Okay, thankfully the spell effect only looked like it was still active, apparently, but didn't actually hurt me. That could have been bad otherwise. Okay, so we hadn't actually... Yeah, I guess I got distracted by the possibility of climbing up there, so I never even looked in here. But it seems like, yeah, we couldn't have actually made it any further, so... Yeah, that just jumps right back there. This is gonna get us back to the central hall there. Wait, this isn't open? Oh god. This isn't open. What am I missing? I guess I could have dropped down there, I suppose, but I don't know that there's anything there. Uh-oh, seems like I might be missing something, unfortunately. I mean, this looks like it's just gonna get us back here, yeah. I suppose it's possible that we need to... I mean, yeah, obviously this connects to the same, or to some room below. So maybe we need to take the elevator down and return to this room from elsewhere to unlock these couple of rooms here. I guess right now it seems... I'm fairly certain that I've used all the teleports available right now. I mean, this one just got me back down, this one got me back out of there. But it does not appear to be any kind of way to get to the left side of all of these doors here that remain closed. And yeah, I definitely have not seen the warp that would get me into this room, unless I somehow missed it, but I don't think so. This one here teleports you over here. This one... Yeah, this one just gets you to this previously locked room. Unless it's somehow one of these two. Should I double check? I think for now I'm just gonna, well, at least take a look down here. Interesting. The library, I guess. Bunch of items. Librarian. Not a friendly one, though. Okay. I was totally expecting those lasers to start moving or something, but nope. Guess not. Seems like a pretty easy pattern to dodge, although it looks like maybe... It looked so perfectly, yeah, symmetrical that I just assumed it was fixed to always be like that. But I guess it's actually random. Which makes more sense, I suppose. Oh, is that an unfriendly version of those little helper bots? Yes, absolutely. Well, looks like maybe it created a healing field that would have healed the enemy? Hard to say. So it's gonna... Oh, okay. It's gonna call that thing down. Which we cannot grab the side of. Rude. Chronicles of Milius. Okay, finally some lore here. I shall never forget the day the rain of death first fell from the skies. Right, yeah, that was a thing. That was mentioned once. The blight brought ruinous devastation down upon the nation, turning all it touched into undying vehicles of madness. In its wake, homunculi were tasked with constructing the Empyrean Parasol and the great barrier of origin magic that shields us erected. Okay. Only... like, was erected, I guess? Wouldn't that make more sense? Only through the unification of House Milius' arcane engineering prowess and origin magic was this feat realized. It is our proudest moment. So that explains that greenish glow, I suppose, to the upper stratum that we've seen in the distance. So they actually just shielded themselves from the rain of death that brings the blight. But of course, you know, would be too much effort. Would cost too many resources to actually... Oh, this is not solid, by the way. I see. That makes more sense. Obviously, yeah, it would take too many resources and too much effort to actually shield more than just the upper stratum, so, yeah. Sorry, everyone else, but I guess you're just too unimportant. Yeah, it is definitely a healing field, of course. Well, and then we fell. Is this gonna move? Oh, nothing. That's gonna move sideways. Interesting. Guess it allows us to go over here. And maybe the patterns are not so much completely random as just there are a couple different ones. Okay, that calls that one over. I guess your healing field is... Oh, well, first of all, I suppose by themselves those things are probably completely harmless to us. Because it doesn't seem like the healing field actually harms us or anything. And also, I hadn't realized that apparently that librarian dude that I almost killed before ended up dying, presumably finished off by Munin. Nice, okay. Words on Land's End. The land once ruled by the ancient peoples was annexed by a foreign power and divided into 6 nations. In time, the people of these nations came to be plagued by the wrath of the verboten domain, where it is said that the resentment of the ancients still festered. Land's End, founded in the north by a lord with an army of great knights, was situated closest to the verboten domain and suffered greatly at the hands of the blighted. Yeah, that definitely sounds familiar. Oh, hey, wait, can I call that back up? No? Not sure if I wanted to do that, necessarily. Okay, this only goes back down. Oh, come on. What? Really? I would say my timing was perfect, but what do I know? There you go. Write that back up, and then should be able to make it across like this. And that... yeah, okay. No need to go all the way down. Right, that gets us this item. A grimoire, nice. Always a welcome find. Right, so with this... no, is this what I used to call some elevator all the way down? Okay, wait, this one just goes back and forth. Hold on. Yeah, I think I might have called down this one here. First, though... uh-oh. Standing in a dangerous place there right now. I don't know where I could really go to that would be safer. This could be bad. Among the Frost Sorcerers... Arcane Smith's musings. Among the Frost Sorcerers, there were those that dreamed of new technologies and possibilities. These dreams led them to the door of House Milius. I was one of them. One could say I betrayed House Frost at the lowest point in its history. Frost and Milius, the two are said to have walked a common path once, but the ways of a sorcerer and the views of an arcane smith illustrate the differences between the two. Okay. What? Wait, oh, that... I did not expect that to kill me? I don't know what I... what I thought was gonna happen. I mean... I thought maybe I might just be barely high enough to actually break that guy's parts. Which I assume can be done. But I don't think I actually had enough height there. But also, apparently... those lasers are extremely deadly, or I actually took damage from all four at the same time because I touched the origin point, and that was just extremely unfortunate. Either way, I was like at 75% HP, right? I thought that I could probably tank one hit from those lasers. But I don't know, maybe they are just to be avoided at all costs because they will just one-shot you, or very nearly so. Anyway, that was unfortunate. Because it's a bit of a backtrack. Well, I suppose we opened up a bunch of shortcuts. It's pretty much a straight run across like this and down into the elevator, and then we're back in this big room, which we have mostly explored. I don't know if this elevator that I had called down is still gonna be at the bottom, or if I have to redo that. I guess we'll find out next time, because that seems like a decent stopping point. Right? Or should I make my way back here and finish off this room? It feels kind of bad to leave this unfinished. Plus it seems like we should probably be pretty close to our second respite for this area. Maybe past here or down here or something. Yeah, you know what? Let me just pause recording real quick. I'm gonna make my way back. Maybe clean up some of those enemies so we can look around in peace, and yeah, let's finish off that room. Okay, we're back in the room. I just paused because, yeah, there's one of those librarian dudes. I don't know, that's what I've been calling them. I guess I could technically find out what they're really called, and I will. Yeah, there's one of those guys right there, and they are dangerous. They do not one-shot you, as I found out. I guess I really must have just touched all four of the lasers at once and they just all damaged me at the same time, which was just a bit unfortunate last time, I suppose. But anyway, here we are, and it just occurred to me that I never actually used my Sorcerer's Art, Attuner's Art special move, and so I'm just gonna do that now, I suppose. There. That's Nola's. Obviously not particularly necessary in that case, but you know, fun nonetheless. Right, that sends the one down. I guess I'll just land right on it. Already took out most enemies, but there are still one or two over on this, on the far left side of this room here. Battered Grimoire Relic. Increased damage dealt by 25% when Lilac is afflicted by status effects. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like the one that gives you more defense while afflicted. I don't know that you're typically gonna spend enough time being afflicted with status effects. Not that you should want to, anyway. For this to matter, for this to be worthwhile. It is an interesting option, I suppose, but I don't know about that one. A grimoire provided to teachers at the Sorcerer's Academy. At one time, human teachers were more commonly employed at the Academy, but in time, the repeated experiments upon the living bodies of sorcerers yielded homunculi sorcerers that far surpassed humans. Okay, cool. And so they just replaced the teachers with robots, basically. Because they were better. Were they also better teachers, though? Oh, that sends that down. I'm guessing we needed that. Well, anyway, here... you know what? Oh, you know... I absolutely should have. Oh, no. It's fine, though. The enemies are still... dead for the most part. But, yeah. I should probably have gone up there and opened a shortcut. That's okay. Did not consider that I would not be able to just jump back up. So yeah, definitely use this opportunity. Right here. That opens both of those up. Okay, and the room does continue over that way. I wonder if there's just a respite over this way. There is. Okay, you know what? Actually, that's perfect. We did not quite fully complete this room, but it should be easy enough to drop back down. And yeah, on this platform, apparently you can cause this elevator to go down, and then we should be able to hop onto it and ride it back up to the upper one of these two exits here. This one is probably just accessible straight away, so we can check those out. The rest of the room should be completely cleared, as far as I can tell. And yeah, we also might have unlocked access to everything else that's in this big room here. Very good. And this is definitely a perfect place to take a rest, both for Lilac and for us. Oh, actually, well, student life. Hey, little guy. I remember now. I used to go to the academy too. I wasn't a bad student either. You studied magic? Not just magic. You also study arcane engineering to make arcane instruments. You make friends too. You make friends too, don't you? That sure sounds nice. That depends on the person. People always treated me differently because of who I was. The son of the Lord. Nobody ever approached me. You have us now, so cheer up. It's nice to have a little bit of an interaction with all of our friends at one point. Relics, right? Yep, this one's also 3. Pretty much what I expected. Well, extra menu should have a bunch of new entries. Oh, but we don't have a ton of fragments to unlock things with, so we might not be able to buy all the new entries, but we can buy a couple and find out what those librarians are really called next time. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.